Welcome to the Tailosive Talks podcast, episode 28. Yay! Thank you for editing the last three, Wyatt. 26, I thought, was particularly excellently edited.
I like 27 more, but okay.
Is that the one where like I hold my phone up and you black?
No, that was 27. That was 27.
That was 27, but 26 was the one where there were no camera angles.
Yeah. That was extremely easy to edit.
It's very easy to edit.
What, I synced it.
Yes.
I added the title. Hey, there
Mhm.
ain't gonna be no camera changes. And at the end, bye.
Bye. Flawless execution. We're not ready. I don't even know if this is the right... It might be set up to the tech one. We're going to say... Oh, God!
Who cares?
No. We're not on tech. Tech streams aren't a thing anymore.
Might as well be.
No, they're not.
Where's Finder? I like how my abs are the trackpad. Downloads. Nope.
Please download.
Wow, look, nothing works.
Documents. That's Starbucks.
Every time I try to open... Wow, these Macs suck.
Why are tech streams not a thing anymore?
Wow, you sound like my whole channel. Well, because...
Well, I'm probably less informed than your whole.
Essentially...
Smells bad. Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
What?
You're all good.
Nothing opens.
Speak.
The mouse is broken.
Works fine.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I guess this is a live stream, right?
Hey, Daniel. No.
Hi.
Daniel Holloway, the famous guy.
Who said that?
See, look, every time you try to open a folder, whatever. It's just gonna be a little black screen right there.
Aw.
That's fine.
Little back screen with a little.
Now you got a laser to play with.
The laser.
Anyway,
Hey, what's a seizure?
It's a freaking laser beam.
Okay.
Not a joke or seizures.
Well, why not?
Anyway, how was your day, Dan?
It's all right.
Yeah, that summed it up, I bet. How was your day, Wyatt?
Stressful.
Did you have school? That's why.
That's actually
it
something
was,
I can.
It wasn't school's fault.
It was what?
It was not the school's fault. It was stressful. It was
What
a drive there and back. It was very wet. And it rained heavily.
It rained super hard this morning.
It did.
I drove when it was pouring like it was a second ago, and it was like wipers were
Like, I
were
drove back.
full blast.
They were doing their best.
Exactly. Work harder,
What are
wipers.
you doing?
I'm trying. Can someone... I know Teslas are cool, but can you make the wipers be in sync with whatever music is playing?
I was just about to say that. Be like, I want to make a car.
I would pay so much money.
Just like a thing you plug into something where it syncs the windshield wipers to whatever
Yes.
to the beat of your song you're listening to.
For instance, if it was Back in Black, it would just...
Like it could have, it could just have that
That's Highway
setting.
to Hell.
Boom, roasted.
There. Like that.
I can just.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I could just hear it from BYOB by System of a Down. Just like, just all of a sudden the wipers start going.
Or Dragon
What's
Force.
that?
That?
It's just like they're just blurred. What's your view on Nvidia family finally having MSC driver so you can use 1080 on Macs? I'm gonna leave this one to Dan.
Wait, what?
Here, I'll read it to him.
What?
Properly.
Okay. Thank you, Wyatt.
Where's the
I actually don't care.
No.
Where's that? Where's that? What's
Daniel.
your view on Nvidia finally having MSC drivers so can use 1080 on Macs?
Well, you see, it's always nice that we can have 1080 on Macs because
Colon
Colon?
close bracket.
Oh, a smiley face. That's so nice. Well, I'm glad about this because I've been wanting to have an MSC driver for a while that actually has 1080p as opposed to just 720 like mine. So it's I don't care. I'm trying to be as my way.
Your Mac has 1080p.
Keep going, Dan. Keep going, Dan.
Your Mac has 1080p.
No, it's not. That's not what the 1080 is.
I don't care.
Yes, keep going. No, I wanted to see where that was going.
Huh?
This should be called the Arrogant Podcast because I got songs wrong, but you almost got them for a while. Keep going.
I almost got them.
Like you were almost making enough
almost making
BS
sense. Almost making sense.
until you said
Okay,
1080p.
What's your view on Nvidia finally having MSC
Okay,
drivers
okay.
so they can use 1080?
Well,
on
I've been wanting
Macs?
Nvidia to have MSC drivers for a while now. It's been kind of making me mad that they didn't, because it's like
what things do you use for MSC drivers? like what apps? What apps do you use that
Just say
specifically use MSC drivers?
I driving apps
Like
for drivers.
like what?
Cars.
What like games or
Driving app.
or applications like Adobe Premiere or what?
Yes, say Adobe Premiere.
False! You
Yeah.
can't run the Adobe Premiere on MSC drivers.
Dang it.
I was joking.
Today on Dan
Oh,
tries to
you'd
BS.
probably be right. I don't know. No, but this is not a tech stream, and also I don't know the answer to that, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Would you care?
I gave it to Dan because I honestly don't know or care about
Would
that
you
topic.
care about an 8K?
So you to me?
8K?
I care less than you do. Come on.
No, I'm saying people get really, really hyped in the tech field about things that don't make a freaking difference in the slightest. All the time.
Can we perceive a difference between 4 and 8K?
It depends on the size of the screen. If
Something
it was...
this big.
No.
Something that big.
Yes. A 55-inch TV, there's a difference between
But
4K and 8K.
But he said IMAX.
I personally don't even think a 4K and 8K difference matters, though.
Like the 2016 iMac we saw at Best Buy at the time we went with your girlfriend.
That was 5K.
5K?
Yeah.
Do you think we could see a difference between 4 and 8?
No,
on
not
that?
at all. All it does is waste your graphics
Money?
card.
Oh.
And money. See, Dan is like most people out there. Okay? He needs a computer
He's a consumer.
that edits video, and he watches videos on it, and he can do basic things on it. Right?
Right.
Opens it up. He's not complaining that he can see pixels. It's like, yeah, that's what a screen
every
is.
single one. Oh my god!
It's like, yes,
Oh
this
my
is called
God,
the
Jay,
display.
What is that?
It puts
Are you
things
Adam
on it.
Sandler's interpretation of an old man?
No.
That's what it sounded like.
It was a video I cannot
Surprisingly good,
repeat. Oh my god,
accurate.
Jay.
Dan. That's what Dan. That's what. What's Cancer's name?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler,
Cancer Man?
imitating a old person. Sounds like is what
Grant
Wyatt was.
Hardy is a fellow Apple sheep.
That's good to know that there's more than one of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so satisfied.
Sing Tran said, "Do you think Apple will make a 64 gigabyte
Yes, they
64
will.
gigabyte RAM for the Mac or MacBooks?"
Yes.
You
Okay.
get a sport.
That'd be
I'm
nice.
reading comments.
This isn't the tech channel. I don't have to do this. I want to have a talks podcast so that I can hear
Okay,
about...
fine. Hey,
Oh,
how many
I was gonna say earlier.
What, Dan?
Well, I was gonna say earlier because he said something about school, and
Yes.
one of my coworkers who's still in high school, who's gonna go to Butte next year,
Mm-hmm.
asked me. She was like, "Do you go to Butte or Chico State?" I said, "I go to Butte, regrettably. If I went to Chico State, I would actually kill myself."
If I went to Chico State, I would go to Chico State regardlessly.
She was like, "Why?" I was like, "I am sick of school."
Oh, never heard that before.
I know, right?
Yeah, this is weird.
It's a
Yumi
weird
Hirasawa
phenomenon.
asks, "How many TV shows and movies in total do you have on iTunes?"
None.
What about Apple?
Use
What about-
Netflix.
What about Apple Music?
How many
TV
TV shows do I have on Apple Music?
Or Apple?
Because you can do that now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think
At first I was like, okay, Apple, you're putting...
I have Deadpool. That's it. That's all I have.
I was confused. I was like, Apple, you're putting TV shows on Apple Music. Then I realized they put movies and TV shows on iTunes. So there's...
It's not. That
I guess it's not
far-fetched.
that far-fetched, given we've been okay with buy it on iTunes, but it's a movie.
And
Yeah, well, it's on there. Use Netflix and Amazon Prime for your media consumption. What if they don't have your movie?
they
Too
have your
bad.
movie.
Don't watch that movie.
Then you
Go
know,
to 123movies.com and steal it.
You didn't hear it from us.
You heard it from us. Nah. We have that whole podcast about piracy. Now I'm just like silently,
Yes.
no, blatantly plugging as to why you should just, if it's not on there, just steal it.
Yeah, it's easy.
I totally thought you
Life
had your
hack.
couch for a second there, and I was
Life
like,
hacks.
"Oh, it's just a cover."
If what?
I
That's
totally
a
thought you
blanket.
had a different couch for a second. I was
Oh
like,
yes, this is a new couch.
this is a new couch.
Daniel thanks
Mm-hmm.
you because you inspired him to make Apple Pro videos.
You're welcome.
He appreciates it, dude.
I didn't know you were making pro videos, Dan.
I know, right?
That's Daniel Halawi.
Oh, congratulations.
Hannah
Yes.
just recently learned that Spotify is free for
Can I
online
have the chat?
use.
No.
My life hasn't
Because
been
you're
the same
both
since.
reading it.
I'm reading it. Dan just
Hey,
decided
Hannah.
to lean over.
Yeah, but like
I'm reading it.
I don't want to answer every comment. No offense, chat. But
I haven't said every comment.
oh thank God, this is the best.
What?
No, one of the
Would you like
reasons. Would you like me to? One of the no, I would not.
Okay.
One of the reasons I stopped doing the Tailosive Tech live streams was because there is simply not enough good questions or topics that I can fill in an hour.
So is
It
like
ends up
you-
into, what do you think? Like, what just happened? What do you think of this? It's so good. That's great.
It's
Is it going to be one of those things you just do once in a while, maybe? Or like, never
Like
again,
if something big happens, like if there's an Apple keynote, or one idea I had was to live stream, like at midnight when the new iPhone goes live, and I'm trying to pre-order it so they can all be there and be like, okay, refresh. Here it is,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
and then be like, order placed, and that'd be about it. But no, I don't want to do it twice a week anymore. There's just not enough
You're like, that's
to
no.
do.
It's not fun anymore.
No, and they don't do as well. Like they get about a 2,000 views, which is terrible. So, Dan, how many views did your last video get?
17.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That's like no, like
That's on par.
there was too many questions that were just you can't answer them.
Which one now?
The text streams.
Oh, I thought you were talking
It's like they're every once in a while, Hannah would ask something good, and the rest were just
as usual.
bullcrap.
Yeah.
And then, so that's what
Hannah
it would-
does the best questions.
She does, but she's not a spammer either.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
She's
She
commented
takes
a
her time.
grand total of 1
Yes,
on
like
this, which is
she comments things that
Good. It's good.
leave an impact, but she doesn't spam. Unlike lots of people who do, but like on the text streams, it would just be someone until they get their answer would just copy and paste their question.
And he's like, shut up.
But it's never a good. It's like, will they add 64 gigs in
Yes.
the RAM? I don't know.
just leave them satisfied.
That's
Yes.
what I said.
Yes,
Yes,
leave
they
them
will.
satisfied.
Do you have proof? Yes.
Yeah.
What is it? No, I'm not going to show you.
Ooh, ooh, you would like that, wouldn't you?
No,
You want to
literally.
see all these facts?
Just pull up a piece of paper that says facts on it. Here are the facts.
FAX.
No.
Where are the facts?
Yeah, just
No.
Prints out a piece of paper that says FAX on it.
Even
What?
better, here are the facts. It's actually like several pieces of paper that say fact on it. You just hold them all up at the same
the
time.
facts. 3 of them.
Like a little
I
collage.
rest my case. There was literally, like, a supposed, we had to take their word for it, factory worker for Foxconn who drew, like, on a napkin what they said the iPhone 8 looks like because it's been put into production now. And he walked out and said, here it is. I drew it by hand. And it looks like this little kid drew, like, the round and the camera on the back. And they said, there it is. So then a professional architect saw this leak as it went viral and said, okay, I'm going to make it legit. So he made like a blueprints with the perfect angles and like the camera as he envisioned it, but it was all even and clean and made this like professional
With
leak.
straight lines.
Yes. He basically used a ruler and then shared it on social media as leaked,
iPhone 8.
iPhone 8
Edition.
manufactured blueprints. Like here is what it actually looks like because someone in Foxconn drew it on a napkin and then I made it look good. And now
This is definitely what it's going to look like.
that's confirmed because one man drew it on a napkin.
Yes. That's how it works.
That's how desperate we are for news right now in the Apple field.
Mm-hmm.
So much, in fact, that their chief of marketing has to tell people that they're working on a computer that'll come out in 20 months. And we're talking about it
that's
now.
a year and a half.
Mhm.
Nearly.
Or further. We don't know. He just said probably this long. It may take longer. But let's all talk about it
6
now
years later.
when it matters. We used to think the Apple Car would be a thing, then they canceled that. So whatever. I don't... It's hard enough finding tech topics. I want to hear more about Dan's dull day.
Oh, well, I went to work. That's it.
Oh, dang, Dan.
Now I'm
dang,
really excited
Dan.
for the iPad 10.5 inch, which is... And your day was just stressful because of rain?
No, the drive back
Yeah.
from school.
Doesn't your trunk collect
I fixed
water?
that.
Good.
I poked some holes in my trunk. Now it doesn't.
That's good.
With a screwdriver. That's fine.
So the solution is just have drainage?
Yeah, because the water's not going to evaporate quick enough, and it's growing like algae in my trunk, so I had to
That
fix it.
trunk, it's like full on weeds
I think
growing out and stuff.
I think that might be mold, because I think algae entails, like, you know,
Oxygen and moisture.
What is
pool?
mold?
bad.
Bacteria.
Yeah.
Bacteria.
No, but it doesn't need the sun to grow? Because doesn't mold grow in
It's like a decomposer.
I thought mold grew in dark, damp places.
Right, which means it doesn't need
Sunlight.
light.
Yeah.
That's creepy to think
I don't know,
about.
but
Life that doesn't need
Rowan
the sun.
says he finds it funny that your family likes to eat at casinos.
Oh, why is that funny?
I don't know, because maybe casinos where Rowan's from
Dan,
don't usually offer food.
does your family eat at casinos?
Sometimes.
That was hilarious.
What?
Rowan found it funny.
Daniel says he's also sick of the iPhone 8 rumors. They should just wait for the official announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the length of that
I
topic.
agree. They should just wait
What do you
until it comes out, and they're like, "Oh, that's what it looks like." Amazing!
look at all the times we were wrong?
Wow, look how wrong he was.
Look how he kept
that Chinese factory worker. Look how wrong.
Oh,
he
I'd love
was.
it if all these rumors were completely wrong.
It's just one small camera.
No, it looks exactly like the iPhone 7.
I bet it will. I bet it'll
I
look
hope
very,
it does.
very
I prefer
similar.
the design of the iPhone 7, but whatever.
Except the camera's concave instead of convex.
Yeah, it'll look exactly like that. It won't look any different.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh.
Oh. It's not what
So,
it would be like at all.
Dan, I want your opinion on something.
Okay.
What do you think of the Shrek franchise? I've been obsessed with it recently.
I've only ever watched the first two movies. I didn't watch the last
That's
two.
the only ones you need to watch.
Have you seen the last two?
I mean, I wanted to
seen
watch the last two, but I think I just didn't. Because I was like,
The fourth Shrek is where they really stepped up the animation.
Yes.
Like, it just goes from, like,
It went from
1,
0 to
2,
1,000 really
3,
quick.
4.
Yeah, like 4 and 2 look the same.
Yeah.
No.
3 and 4. 3
and 2 look the same animation. Everything's kind of basic.
And then 4 just...
And then 4 just suddenly jumped
90-degree
8K.
turn.
Everything looks really good. But I enjoyed 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But
I guess I'll
did you like 1 and 2,
enjoyed...
Dan?
I liked 1 and 2.
What do you think they're about? Like...
I
think
the
there's-
Adventures of Shrek.
Like
What,
I think
what
there's
goes on in Shrek's
I think
world?
there's a deeper meaning to Shrek that we don't appreciate.
Do you know?
Yes.
I don't know.
Please,
I mean,
please elaborate.
celebrity culture?
Yes,
Shrek 2?
that's what I think it appears as.
What was Shrek 2 again?
I mean, I like...
That was... What
Far,
was the
far
plot?
away.
What was the plot?
He goes to Far, Far Away and meets Fiona's parents, and then they turn into people because they want to do Far, Far Away.
Bye, Daniel. He's leaving.
Yeah, I know.
You can go.
Just in the middle of a conversation. Bye, Daniel. We'll just randomly tell him bye. No, but I think it's what Beauty and the Beast should have been.
Yeah.
Because what Beauty and the Beast, having watched the new one in the theaters with my sister and hating it.
Which is probably stupid.
Do you think Beating the Beast 2 instead?
What did she think of it?
She probably
Oh, she loved it.
Yeah.
Of course she did.
She and most people do. All the critics loved it, and people are like,
It's
"Oh."
stupid. We have it.
Oh, live
Leave
action.
it alone.
Live action Disney.
No, I
I've
just-
never seen one of those before.
I don't like even the story, which I understand that the new one was very true to the original. I don't like that message.
What was the message in the...
Well, the message in Beauty and the Beast attempts to be about it's not the outside that matters.
Okay.
It's the inside, which isn't a complicated message.
And then he turns into a person at the
But then he turns into a hot guy. And you're like,
who was the hot guy? Do you know who it was?
Some random,
Oh, okay.
like, low-end actor. It was nobody.
Some guy you've never seen.
I wish...
That's all.
I wish it was like,
I could check.
You could. It's just going to be some name you've never heard of.
Look at that.
But,
Apple
But
TVM's
anyway,
here.
like,
great.
what happens?
What I mean is at the very end when, like, the curse is broken, the beast, which is supposed to be ugly and cruel and you don't like him because he's ugly, but she learns to like him because of his personality.
Yeah, she becomes like just Adonis.
Turns into really hot dude.
It kind of destroys the whole purpose.
It's like, well, the whole, which I've heard happens in the original too. So like, I hate that because it teaches everyone that
it destroys the purpose.
Yeah, if you
Shrek,
like someone
I see
enough,
what you're saying
they'll turn into a real hot person.
I see what you're saying now.
Where it's like, no, I think the more you get to love someone, the more flaws you'll start to notice. Mm-hmm. Which is what I really appreciate about the Shrek franchise.
Yeah.
Is that happily ever after almost never comes. Mm-hmm. If you watch all four, you realize that every movie, he goes through another struggling relationship with his wife, even though they're married. And usually in movies, it's all about, well, once you're married.
He looks like discount Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the Beast actor.
Oh, the Beast. It's like Shrek does not.
No.
That's
I'm gonna look at this.
It was actually really embarrassing and weird in Beauty and the Beast, because like the Beast changed. He literally, like in Shrek, floats up and starts like glowing gold. It's like, whoa. And I was like, wouldn't it be great if just Mike Myers came down? Oh, it would be so good. But no, he came down, and this guy
7 out of 10.
What?
7.8 out of 10. What the hell, IMDb? You're lying.
No, I mean, like, it's okay. It's well made. Ewan McGregor's in it.
It's good enough.
It's shot well. The music is perfect, but that's my problem with it. It's like
exactly the same.
Every song was auto-tuned to perfection. So like, you know, the singers in it don't have actual talent. They're just they have. I mean, I'm sure they can sing better than most, but in a computer they go in and fix everything so it sounds absolutely flawless, and that kills it a little bit for me.
Like the actors didn't actually work on singing.
No, it was
they
like,
said, okay, just do the best you can. We'll fix it in post.
he said, sing it a couple times as best you can, but we only have an hour, and then we'll fix it in post, because you can tell when you're listening to it. You're like, you tinkered with that. It's so obvious. And like, it's just, but no. And then what I loved about Shrek was that at the end of Shrek, she agrees to becoming ugly and fat with him.
Yeah, and he's just like, you are beautiful. And it's like, aw.
She says, don't you want me to be beautiful? And he's like, I love you because you are. And
Accepting flaws.
And they accepted each other's, flaws and found beauty in that, which I was like, I appreciate that message more. Screw you, Disney Animation. Like,
I like how in
I fall on DreamWorks' side.
I like how in Shrek 2 they actually have a chance to like stay, and she's just like, I want to be with the man I married. Then
Right.
Back. It's like, oh,
It's like reinitiating the vows, and what Shrek 2 did was expand the lore,
which is
literally the Disney fandom.
I like the character of Fiona's parents. I like
Me too.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the characters. Puss is great. He's really funny.
Mm-hmm. The Fairy Godmother, fantastic.
Fairy Godmother is
Fairy,
great too.
not Fairy.
She's fairly odd.
Quick, talk about Tyler Perry movies.
No. And
Can you name one Tyler Perry movie?
Medea something. There, we talked about it. Who plays the mom?
Julia Andrews.
Thank you.
Julie Andrews.
Also, like
and, John Cleese.
John Cleese.
That's who the dad was.
Some of the one of my favorite scenes in Shrek 2 was when the dad is talking with her in the carriage, and he's like, what did he say? He's like, I'm sorry, but Fiona just already fell in love. She doesn't love Prince Charming. And she's like, stop the car! And they stop, and she's like, you forced me to do something I really don't want to do. She's like, what? And then they're at a drive-through window. She's like, they tell their orders to like one medieval meal, and they give Prince Charming the little cardboard crown.
And the giant freaking axe.
And this comes with the medieval meal.
This comes with your medieval meal.
I forgot about that.
It's like
that's good.
Shrek on the surface feels so unoriginal because they're taking from so many different stories.
It's just another,
but they're spinning it in a fun
but
way.
They merge so many things like suburban medieval culture, like when they come into the town.
Yeah.
And like there's limo carriage and like they have the Starbucks everywhere.
Or there's like the literally drive through.
They're watching TV basically on the mirror.
Yeah.
And it's like
exactly.
Are you? They're watching Cops. It's like nice,
nice. Oh, I love that scene. He's like,
that was great.
Tonight on Nights, and
they're getting peppered.
Right.
That's it.
I'm a husband, Shrek. And like, there's so many deep references in Shrek 2. I think.
Did you say one of them was to the Union?
Yeah.
Sorry, my Union.
Like, I never got that as a kid because I was so little when Shrek 2 came out. Because we saw Shrek 2 in the theater. I was so little. And I remember loving it. But there's a scene where they go into the fairy godmother's factory.
Factory.
And goes up to the guy and he's like, "We're here to see the fairy godmother." And he's like, "She's not in. We don't let anyone in." And he says, Shrek goes, "It's okay, buddy. We're with the Union." And the guy at the desk's like, "The Union?" Shrek's like, "We represent the workers in Far, Far Away. Are you feeling oppressed or overworked?" He's like, "Oh, a little. We don't get dental." And Shrek's like, "They don't get dental. Okay, we're going to have to look inside." He's like, go. And I was like, that's smart in any movie. Really? That's like
it's something that shouldn't be there. That is. And it's like great.
There was not one child who understood anything that went on in that scene.
What was that? They're like, oh, like
the adults just went.
They asked their parents, "Are like, what was that?" And be like, "Oh, you'll know."
I had no clue what was going on as a kid. I just thought that was a weird scene, and like watching it now, I'm like, that's so smart.
And when Shrek, Donkey, and Puss are going through like the potions, and they're like, it's like then they go through one and it says dual class.
Yeah.
Stool softener. And he's like, no, we don't need that yet. I thought that was
funny. Man. Oh, I love Prince Charming too. He's this like.
He's so hilariously vain.
I love his hair. Like, I think the opening scene to Shrek 2 is him trying to get to Fiona. And like, he pulls off the knight armor and he swings it around. And he's got like the lip gloss.
Yeah.
And when he's trying to convince Fiona he's Shrek, she's like, "What is with you?" And he goes, "But muffin cake."
Yeah.
I was like, muffin cake. The best. Oh, I'm going to call Louise that now.
Ooh, Aiden asks, so you do not like Pixar movies?
No,
not anymore. Yeah. They've been
like
kind
a lot of the older
ones. What was the latest
ones,
Pixar movie that came out?
The latest was...
Or just
was
one,
it
of the latest.
No.
The Good Dinosaur?
I think Inside Out was the last one.
Was it?
No,
Whatever.
No, The Good Dinosaur came out after.
Inside Out?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it did.
If so...
Research!
If there is a Pixar movie that came out after those two, it must have not been memorable, because I can't think of it. Was it some dumb sequel? What did we get a sequel to? Finding Dory!
Oh,
that's what it was. Yeah, no, ever since...
it's forgettable, so you forget.
Exactly, I had to think of it. If it's on Netflix, that quick after being in theaters. Pixar used to be great until Cars 2, and they've had a hard time getting back in their stride. Inside Out was more like classic Pixar. That was good.
I think that's a sign that they're trying to kind of get back up in there, but I think Finding Dory kind of was like a shunt.
Yeah, it was a cash grab in my mind.
So
and it worked.
Nothing this year yet. Oops.
No, this year it's Cars 3.
2016, yeah.
Which...
Nothing... What, 2016?
Are we excited for Cars 3?
2016, what?
I mean...
There was Pixar movies that came out last year.
I'm hoping for your prediction that it's just going to be like the darkest movie ever.
Finding Dory.
Dying.
Yes. Then it was The Jungle Book, Zootopia.
No, those aren't Pixar.
It says I literally have a list of
That's
2016 Pixar,
That's
and it
Disney.
shows Disney movies.
Well, Disney and Pixar worked together, but Pixar did not do Zootopia or Jungle Book.
So
Jungle Book wasn't
2016 was.
animated, but
So in 2016, Pixar released 17 feature films.
do you have a favorite Pixar movie? I know yours.
Oh nope, not Shrek.
Yeah, not Shrek. Wrong
I
studio.
already have mine. Do you know mine?
I know Wyatt pretty well.
I'm trying
What
to
is
think of what it is.
What is it?
Ratatouille.
Oh,
Ratatouille.
that was
forgot
Wyatt's.
that's Pixar.
I enjoy Ratatouille very much. I like Ratatouille.
I think I have their
I think it
lineup.
Would you like a list, Dan, of just some movies?
I think I can do it
Toy Story.
in order. No.
Bugs Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo,
I was
Incredibles,
gonna see
Cars,
if I could
Ratatouille,
do it.
Wall-E, Up, Toy Story 3, Inside Out, and Good Dinosaur.
I think I might go with Monsters Inc.
Didn't mention Brave or Incredibles.
I
You
said-
watched
I said The
Incredibles.
Incredibles. I said The
Oh, you
Incredibles.
did?
Damn it, that's right.
It was-
Incredibles
It
is
was
my
after
favorite.
Finding Nemo.
I have to say, after rewatching it a couple of
Okay,
nights
okay.
ago.
Maybe musically, I had to like Monsters Inc. the most just because I love that opening.
Because of the ear rape version.
No, because the actual version is just awesome.
What's
But
amazingly awesome is The Incredibles. I am so mad at them for making a sequel because they're making one in next year, I think. Because after rewatching Incredibles, that came out before the superhero phase.
Mm-hmm.
Because I consider that starting with Iron Man.
Yeah.
That was like when everything
When did
began.
Iron Man?
Yeah, that's
2009.
9?
8.
Well, Dark Knight was
or
8.
no,
And Incredibles came out in 2005.
no, Iron Man came out. Oh wait, didn't it?
You're right. Yeah. No.
Because it was like a
You're
solid
right.
4 years.
Incredibles came out in
till-
2004.
Yes.
So it was.
And that
Iron Man
was that was
after.
back when superhero movies weren't really the mainstream yet. Back then, I think back then it was more about Lord of the Rings and The Matrix. That was
Yeah, it
that
was.
phase.
Those are the big ones.
And Harry Potter.
Long movies.
That was yeah, long movies.
I mean, if you count the Spider-Man movies, maybe.
Yeah. But
Well,
like
the
Incredibles actually made a universe. It made a hero that wasn't just independent, get the girl,
Yeah.
same old.
It built a
hero's
world
journey.
and told a good story about family and whatnot.
Right, and being back in the glory days.
Mm-hmm.
And it did all that so concisely and perfectly, and it had arcs, things made sense,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
no capes, and
No capes!
Incrediboy,
Incredible.
coming back as the villain.
Uh-huh.
That was so well handled, and the fact that they're going to try to continue it bothers me, because I think the reason Incredibles was so good was because it
But
was its own movie.
They took 13 years. Do you think they might actually do good?
After seeing Cars 2 and after seeing Monsters University and Finding Dory, I can say it's likely going to be one of those ones you walk out of and go, they really didn't
Ones
need to
that the
make
kids
that.
would be like, one of the kids would be like, "Oh, it's the greatest movie ever." And
I
they're like,
remember that.
Mhm.
And then go see it. But did you see Finding Dory?
No.
I did.
I have
Again with
a-
my sister.
I don't have a life, but I'm not going to waste that not life on Finding Dory.
It was one of those movies. It wasn't bad.
It was
But-
just unmemorable.
Yeah, you just walk out of it and you're like, why did we do this? What was the... If I was younger...
I find feel-good movies annoying.
You don't like feeling
I don't like. No, I like feel-good's great, but I don't like feel-good movies.
What's a characteristic of feel good?
It starts off good, something slightly bad happens, everything turns out better. That's what I.
Isn't that any movie?
No.
What's not a feel good movie?
Dawn of the Dead?
Would you classify...
I was worried you were
Iron
going to
Man?
say Shawshank Redemption.
Any Iron Man? Shawshank Redemption is a feel-good movie, but
It is?
but it's a good feel-good movie.
It's a good
That
feel-good.
is a well-made film.
It's a
Sin
great
City
feel-good.
isn't a feel-good movie.
Absolutely not.
Titanic.
Not a feel-good.
That's a feel. I feel good when he dies at the end. It makes me happy. Yes, yes,
He's dead. Super dead.
Oh,
in the
man.
ocean. Dead.
Oh, but what is Incredibles 2 going to be about?
I don't know.
That mole guy.
The Underminer.
Oh my God, there was a video game,
The Underminer.
That's right.
Rise of the Underminer.
Oh God. Well, I remember coming over here and playing that with
You
with
do?
I remember that.
Oh my god,
on your dad's computer.
I
Is
love
that
that
canon?
game.
That was a great game.
I don't think they can officially say it's canon, but I hope it is. They literally just follow that game to the line and make it. And it's just a buddy movie between Frozone and Mr. Incredible beating the crap out of underground floating robots.
It was great.
Heck yeah.
They worked hard on that game.
Yeah, really.
Do you remember?
I don't remember much of it, but I do remember coming over here and playing with you.
It was a bunch of droids that had like shovel
I think something like
arms,
that.
and then and everything came out of the ground, and man, that was fun.
Yeah.
I beat that game several times. There was like, what was it? The Custodian, this giant like walking one that would throw discs at you.
I have no idea.
Oh, we should live stream that if it's possible. What a
Do you
great
have
game!
it? Do you think?
It's on a disc somewhere, so that wouldn't work.
Oh.
But
It would work on my computer.
We could
My
find a way to
computer's
get
a
that
disk
on.
drive.
there's a Mac.
Is it a Mac game?
Yeah,
The Mac has a good disk drive. in my
it
house.
probably wouldn't
Well,
load
we could
or
try.
something anymore. We should, but I wonder if it's on Steam or something. It was by THQ, but
Oh, they're dead.
yeah, oh, super.
That I'm pretty sure that game didn't have a like a what you call it, like a. I'm trying to think.
Wide release.
No, I'm like a it didn't connect to it didn't have to connect to anything in
Internet?
order to play.
No, this was way before.
No,
that.
not internet, like a server or something.
No, it shouldn't.
No, this was
Yeah.
back in the
This-
days where
this
you
is-
couldn't do that.
This is just pop in the disc, press play.
We had that
Like-
game before we had fast internet. So like this was super impossible back when we played that
Yeah.
game. They couldn't make games that required internet
No,
back
like Counter-Strike 1.6 was out then, I think.
then. Oof.
Yeah.
They still play that.
Yeah.
People play every version of Counter Strike.
Yes.
Like a lot.
Amelia asks, or no, she didn't ask anything. She said, if Fast and Furious can succeed with 7 movies, I bet Pixar can pull off Cars 3.
Okay, you have a very loose definition of succeed. I think there's an idiot dead horse. And
They can make money with
No,
7
okay.
movies.
There's a difference between financially succeed and
Yeah.
make a good movie.
Yes, like Star
I'm
Wars.
sure Cars 3 will succeed financially.
Mhm.
Yes.
Absolutely will, because of the toys alone. And the video games and the promotions, you're going to get your
Yeah, exactly.
Sonic Cars 3
Yeah.
branded cups and everything. But after Cars 2, which I had the worst experience watching.
That was a terrible movie.
It was the weirdest, like, it didn't make any sense,
No.
and there was this whole spy twist, and
I'm
it was
glad I
like,
didn't watch it.
It felt like the B-list producer.
yeah.
Like that.
And I watched it in a crummy, I was on a road trip at the time in
Oh.
Utah.
Oh.
And we were in the
Ooh.
we were in a theater about
possible state.
it was hot. The theater had 3 theaters total.
The theater had 3
You know how ours has
There's
8?
3 screens.
There were 3 screens. They were all about the size of my room. And no, it was like the sizes of our theater number 1.
The screen was, or the movie theater,
Like
or
the room.
The room was big,
With the
this big?
screens. You know our theater 1 theater, the one on the left?
Yeah.
You know, the one that they're like, ugh. When a movie's not doing well, put it in that one.
Mhm.
It was that big.
Wow.
The speakers were guitar amps.
Ooh.
There were
Ooh.
holes in the ceiling.
Oh my
The theater
God.
was packed. Every seat was taken. It was hot.
Air conditioning didn't work.
No, it didn't. It literally was burning in there because it's Utah and it was the summer. And we were just like, okay, it's Pixar. Let's just try to focus on the movie. And then the movie sucked and we were like, Pixar can suck? You realize that before Cars 2 came out, the most recent one was Toy Story 3?
Mhm.
Think of every movie before Toy Story 3 Pixar made. Everything was gold from Pixar.
No, Toy Story 3 was after.
No.
Wait,
I
what?
know specifically.
No, it was after.
Research.
I know I'm right.
Toy Story 3 was after Cars 2.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
It was
Toy
2010.
Story
Cars
3
2 was
came out
2011.
2010.
I'm
Cars
pretty sure.
2,
2011.
Cars 2. Toy Story 3, 2010. And Cars 2,
Was it really? I could have swore.
2011.
Huh.
You got a 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb,
That's
And
Which
a
is-
20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
which is It's approximately 6.2 higher than Olympic Game.
Ooh, still
that
higher
reverse
than
for-
most of Xander's.
I had that reverse in my head for like 5 years.
Still
Do-
better than
Do,
Xander's
do any of
GPA.
you? Do any of you have plans for seeing Incredibles 2?
Oh, I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
it. I'm just.
I'll watch
I
I'm
was
not.
watching Justice League, and I think it's gonna suck.
Yeah, well.
What are we expecting from Infinity War?
Ooh,
Ooh.
pain.
No, actually, it's pretty funny. Like, I can't wait to see this giant Marvel universe they've been building up for
I
10 years
just want everyone except like Hawkeye to
completely
die.
suck.
Just like who do you think's the worst Avenger? Like just most useless Avenger?
Black Widow.
Black Widow? What do you think?
She doesn't do a dang thing. She's got a gun. That's her power.
Well,
In cleavage.
That's
it.
about it. She wears tight leather clothes, and she doesn't
what's her
zip
power?
up her.
She's Scarlett Johansson. Oh,
No,
So
there's
Black
She
personality?
stuns them with her.
the
she
whole
stuns them
MCU
with
is
her
pretty
cleavage.
dumb because Iron Man could really just give an Iron Man suit to all the Avengers. I'm gonna delete a couple things.
Okay.
What are you
okay.
looking forward to?
So I'm trying to think of the whole roster.
Everyone
right now.
dying except except Black Widow, and then she says, "I'm just gonna give up," and she goes home. Then the Earth is destroyed. That's it. End of the series.
Who should die? Everyone?
The Hulk, Captain America,
I'm
Black
trying,
Widow, and Hawkeye.
I'm trying to think
That's
of the most useless person now because
It's Black Widow.
I don't think
It's between Black Widow and Hawkeye.
What is her function?
she's an infiltrator. She's good at stealth. She can fight hand to hand very well.
Iron Man can blow down whatever she needs to sneak into.
Yeah, but
Zach-
Also, Ant-Man.
Zach?
That's true.
Abdul Noor says no.
Okay,
He just says no.
that's fair.
Mm,
And to that I reply, you're probably right. Oh, he thinks Hawkeye's more useless than Black Widow.
But he can.
I'm gonna go with Black Widow.
Hawkeye has a bow and arrow that he can attach Ant-Man to,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and
they showed a functional purpose with the.
And not only that, but his arrows and arrowheads are like interchangeable. So he's actually what all does Black Widow go into battle with? Because it seems to be just two
pistol?
Glock 26s.
Yep.
And
Cleavage.
I don't see. Yeah, and I don't see like a lot of extra.
A different haircut every movie.
yeah,
Yep.
right.
And
A dull
I'll give
personality.
you that Hawkeye is just a dude with a bow and arrow, and that's likely way less efficient than lasers.
Well, there's an
Or a shield.
There was
Or a
there's
shield.
There's an SNL skit where it was like the Avengers,
yeah.
and then you see Hawkeye. He's like, it was during the end of the fight. He's like, "All right, Hawkeye, I need you to shoot through that little port and disable the enemy ship." And he's like, "What if I could? I'm out of arrows." And he's like, "What? why didn't you bring enough arrows?" He's like, this thing can hold 27. You know how many guys I killed? 27. Thank you very much.
It's like there's 100,000
Exactly.
out here, and I killed 27
And I
of them.
killed
You're
27 of
welcome.
them.
All done.
But
That's it.
yeah, like he at least has more function going because his.
I'll give you he's at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely not
Like
functional.
Iron Man, Hulk, something.
I think Ant-Man's way up there
Yeah,
He
because
is.
because he
because
can.
he's
Because
enormous.
he can turn giant.
Yeah.
Little guy's big now. Little guy's big.
Why is he Ant-Man? Why can't he be giant all the time? I feel
think
like that'd
they
be
call
way
it-
more useful.
Or do they call him Giant Man at one point?
That's what it's referred to when he goes big. They call him Giant Man. But
I want Ant-Man to have
the small doesn't seem nearly as helpful.
I want Ant-Man to have an enemy called the Anteater.
Well, it does
And
make
it's
it.
just some guy with
It does make it harder to hit him.
it's a literal
some guy
Ant-Man.
with like an Iron Man suit,
What about
Except-
Falcon?
and it just like a tongue that whips around and collects stuff.
Falcon is quirky, funny sidekick from Winter Soldier that's supposed to make you think of Winter Soldier because that was a good movie.
Was it?
Apparently,
I didn't watch it. Did I?
everyone agrees.
Like, I
Winter
get he has a
Soldier's good
jetpack,
movie.
and that's awesome, but I think he's just too big of a target.
Oh, was Falcon the guy with the metal wings?
Yeah,
Yes.
What is?
that's what he's.
Does he have powers?
He's a good fighter. He's Captain America's sidekick. But I still think he could do more than Hawkeye or Black Widow.
Apparently in Age of Ultron, Black Widow used like batons and electric stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, they did. But, you can hand those to someone else.
Here,
Yeah.
Iron Man.
What
Yeah.
makes her unique?
Iron Man's like, oh, you having a little electric baton? That's great. These little rockets on my shoulders can auto-detect bad guys and shoot them by themselves.
I want to say this right now. Scarlett Johansson sucks. I don't.
Well, I mean,
No, she sucks.
She's doing the best with what she has.
She's
Ghost in the
overrated.
Shell sucks, but that's not her fault. She needed to pay her rent.
I like Scarlett Johansson as an actor. She's also very beautiful.
I was gonna say, do you like this half of her?
Yeah. Her face is.
I just don't
beautiful
get
as
the
well.
hype. I'm like, what's the big deal, guys?
They all want her to have her own independent movie,
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think so, pal.
but no, we're giving it to Captain Marvel for your first
You know, Captain Marvel.
Random.
Captain Marvel.
solo
Whatever.
female
Carol Danvers.
starring cast,
Yep.
which is probably going to be great too. But
We'll find out.
Doctor Strange, I think, is actually one of the most important heroes
He is.
because he can rewind time.
What about?
He can't. He can pretty much bend the laws.
So
of the
when
universe.
everyone's dead, he'll show up and
Yeah, exactly.
so
Just like, let me help you out there.
yeah. They had a lot of good points though.
Do you think there's ever a point where he accidentally goes too far? And it's like, and your feet is crap.
Oh dang!
That's better.
Oh, you are still inside your mother. Sorry about that.
you can fix it? No, they would just turn into a little egg or something.
Egg.
It's like, and your sperm.
Yeah, or a spoon. One or the other. I don't know. You should try that.
What about Black Panther movie? Do you think that's going to be interesting?
Yeah,
I like the Black Panther character.
the
Black
character
Panther's
seemed
great.
He
interesting.
was very cool.
I don't think he's not functional because he seemed to.
His
Have
suit is
resources?
bulletproof, I believe.
He's
What?
their version of Batman.
His suit's made of vibranium, if I remember correctly.
Yes, because they mine it there.
Yeah,
Where he's
that's
from.
like their biggest export.
He's one of the cooler Avengers because he's
He's a prince.
a king. Or
Does he king
No,
or
he's a
prince?
king. He's a king.
now he's a king.
Now he's a king.
So he's a king of a country. He kicks butt. He's got claws. I personally just think
As long
his
as-
suit
as long
looks
as
the
his-
best.
Yeah, his suit looks
Mhm.
amazing.
The silver lining.
He's a skilled fighter. Clearly, he can run fast.
And I agreed with him in Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Politically,
was
he made the most sense.
was he on the side of?
He was on
Iron Man?
Tony's side.
Yeah, after watching Civil War, it was on Netflix. Like I have to admit, Cap, I'm not with him.
Fair enough.
They balanced the arguments well, but I don't get Cap's argument.
Fair enough.
Wow, I forget the arguments. What was it?
It was like we have to be kept in check, or we have to retire. And he's like,
or we can stop. From
or
happening.
I could fight every country at once and protect my best friend. It's like, Cap,
Like
you
if
know
there was
something's
a,
wrong
if it was
with
more,
Bucky.
if there was more stuff on principles there, I could kind of see where he might be coming from. But it's like, okay, no, they could get him help. Just tell somebody.
Why doesn't he tell someone what's
Yeah.
going on?
It's like, dude, just say, hey, he was brainwashed. He wants help. Don't kill him.
oh, okay.
Problem solved.
Thanks for telling me that, Captain America. It would have been really hard to just track you down and, assume you're helping bad guys and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, Captain America, you can't be upset that Iron Man is trying to hunt you down when you were, like, attacking
Yeah.
SWAT teams and, we're trying to bring order. Yes, the Accords are dumb, but you didn't have a choice.
But Bucky still killed a lot of people,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and he's not a good guy.
Yeah. It's
Sorry
like,
about that.
Even if it wasn't him, he still did it. So, like,
Yes.
just tell someone.
Okay.
And I cited on Iron Man's side a lot when you find out, spoilers, it's on Netflix, that
Stop watching.
Bucky,
Go ahead.
if you haven't seen Civil War by now, you really
Yeah,
don't care.
the whole Bucky
By the way,
killed his parents.
Bucky
Han Solo
killed-
is super dead.
So Bucky,
Go ahead.
the Winter Soldier killed Iron Man's parents.
Yes.
And Iron Man's like, okay, I'm going to kill you now.
Mhm.
When he finds that out, I'm like, yeah,
That
that
makes
seems
sense.
fair.
That makes
That's
sense.
like, I have this Iron Man suit.
You
Yeah.
have
And you
A
have
left arm.
murdered my mother and father.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
I like
That's fair.
how
justice.
when he's trying to claw the arc reactor out of his suit, he just gets his arm blown off. I'm like, yeah.
I don't like that he lost the fight. I don't think he would have. I think he
I
would have
think-
been Hulkbuster.
Really, just picks up Captain America and Bucky at the same time. Just,
To be fair, he probably wasn't thinking straight.
He wasn't, but
oh, if I was Iron
I
Man,
don't know. Iron Man's awesome.
If I was Iron Man in that
I take his
situation
side.
and I had the Hulkbuster, I would have ripped Bucky's head off. I swear.
Why
I
doesn't
just,
he use the Hulkbuster more?
Because, I don't know.
Because
so
because it was a
effective.
Captain America
He's
movie,
a
not an
show
Iron
off,
Man
and he
movie.
probably wanted to be
That's-
like, "Hey, I don't need a Hulk
The
buster."
only reason why Iron Man lost and Captain America won is because it was Captain America
He wasn't the
Civil War.
protagonist.
If Iron Man would have won, it would have been called
Iron Man
Man
Civil War.
Civil War, aka Iron Man beats the living crap out of Bucky and Captain America at the same time.
Would have been so good.
Oh god, just scene 1. Hey, I'm Bucky. I killed your parents.
Are we forgetting
Iron Man.
anybody?
Scene 2.
What?
Are we forgetting
Hulkbuster.
anybody in the lineup? Because I feel like we are.
That's useless? What
Like
do you
just
mean?
anybody. Like I'm thinking. Okay, Cap, Tony,
Oh man, you're gonna list them all?
Hawkeye, Panther, Witch,
Scarlet Witch,
Vision,
Ant-Man.
Thor when he's actually there, Hulk, Spider-Man at some point, Doctor Strange. Got my toes now.
Oh,
Ant-Man. Did you get Ant-Man?
I wouldn't try to count.
Yeah, Ant-Man,
Here, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Crap, who are we forgetting right now?
Who are
Someone
you?
obvious.
Did
Did you
I
say
say Black
Hawkeye?
Did
Widow?
you say Captain America?
I said Hawkeye.
You said Captain America?
Yeah.
Who are we missing? We have 11.
Oof. It's too much. War Machine.
Wait, so the original?
We could maybe count War Machine.
So the original Avengers had Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America,
And Black Widow.
Black Widow, Hawkeye. Right?
Right.
Is that it?
Yep.
Then in 2, they had Vision, Ant-Man.
This hurts.
No, they added.
Ant-Man wasn't.
They added
Ant-Man.
Vision, then briefly Quicksilver and Scarlet
Quicksilver,
Witch. is
Scarlet Witch.
Still
Oh
around.
my god.
Didn't Silver die though?
Quicksilver died.
Quicksilver died.
Which is still freaking stupid to me. Like, you're telling me, okay,
In the X-Men universe, he can like catch bullets and move.
yeah,
around, and then
I'm
they
like,
just shoot
okay,
him.
so clearly he can see the bullets coming, and he's able to move around when he's not.
Oh,
like,
and the Guardians of the
confused.
Galaxy now.
Oh,
So plus 5
that
or 4
hurts.
rather.
That's gonna. Infinity War's gonna suck.
Like,
There's so
it's
many
good-
characters.
Just make it a free for all. That's what I want. Everyone after each other. That's why it's called
Iron Man's
Infinity
like,
War.
all right,
Rhodey.
let's all murder each other.
No, like Hulk decides, I really hate raccoons.
It's just a bloody stain on the ground. Just Groot gets all mad.
Hulk steps on.
Baby Groot gets all mad. He just goes.
You know
pulls him
the sad thing is Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has more people now. The lineup
Yeah.
is bigger.
out.
They
Who?
added a new character, and like in the trailer shot, they add the whistle guy.
Oh, Yondu.
Now he's part of the.
Yondu was
Guardians.
Yondu's awesome.
actually in the
Love me
original
some
Guardians of the
Michael
Galaxy.
They're
comic.
great, but I'm saying you're expanding the number of Guardians, which are going to be added to the Infinity War.
Like, why doesn't Yondu hate?
Yeah,
Dark
that's
Shadow?
actually a good question.
Like I feel like as soon as you saw him, he'd be like,
Yeah.
dead. 1 second, just look.
wait, well, who does he hate?
He should hate Peter because
Peter,
he
cool.
like gave him a troll doll instead of
Starkiller,
the
Chris
Infinity
Pratt.
Stone.
And he thought it was funny.
Yeah, he went, hey, that's stupid. I'm still gonna kill you.
Well, obviously they're gonna show what goes on.
Yeah.
Kurt
I
Russell.
hope they do.
Is there not going to be an Iron Man 4?
Nope.
Oh,
There's
there
no
was.
Iron Man. There's no more Iron Mans, and there's one more Thor, and there's no more Captain Americas.
No
Fair
more
enough.
Hulks.
Or what?
No more Hulks either. I don't think.
Was it?
I wish they would make another Hulk movie.
Well, there hasn't been a Hulk with the new Hulk, with Bruce Banner that we have now.
Well, there
Are you
hasn't
sure?
been one with Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yes, there hasn't been a Mark Ruffalo Hulk, and it's because they don't think there's a good way to do it.
There's always a good way to do that.
No.
They made a series about it in the 80s. Get out of here with
Sucked.
that.
What,
Dan.
with Lou Ferrigno?
Huh?
With Lou Ferrigno?
We need to
That
appreciate
wasn't good.
exactly.
That was not very good.
If
not
they
gonna
can
lie.
make it work for that long, don't tell me they can't find
The,
a
the,
story.
didn't make
the
it work.
scientists were so occupied with whether they could or could not. They did not ask why.
Well,
Dan.
you mean the filmmakers?
Yes.
Yeah, You need to appreciate whenever a studio says, "Nah, we probably shouldn't do that," because they don't do that very often.
This is
Remember?
true.
Like they get like tweets every day. You should make this. We should make this. Be like, no, I don't think we should.
No, every day they're like, "Okay, Beauty and the Beast." Recently, they were like, "Okay, let's make a live-action Lion King," and then Phil in the back of the room went,
How about no?
How about no?
"There's no people in Lion King. How can it be live?" Shut up, Phil. We're making it. When's Aladdin? And then they're going down their lineup, making everything live action, and they're gonna remake
Is there going to
them
be
all.
a live action Aladdin?
Probably. It's
I thought you said there was.
Maybe it has been greenlit. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. I'd be like, yeah.
It would be easier to make a live action Aladdin than Lion King. Because
no
there was
kidding.
people in those
people.
Or
Anyway,
there was
point
people
being,
in.
I would love to see another Hulk movie if they could make it work. That's all I'm saying.
If Marvel did it, it would work. But since they're not, it proves me that they can't.
According to Aiden.
What?
Hulk is supposed to have a big part in the next Thor movie.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah, I'm
He's
all
like
right.
the side character next to Thor.
Well.
I am excited for Ragnarok because Doctor Strange is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his name?
Loki.
Yeah, I know, but
Tom Hiddleston.
no, Chaos
Guys.
guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
What?
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
I want to say
Chaos
James.
guy.
Chaos Theory. That's
The Chaos. Oh,
Jeff Goldblum is in Thor 3, and I'm excited to see
Who does he play?
Jeff Goldblum, some king at the Thor's homeworld.
Ooh, a king.
He's
He'll
but
be,
I'm sure he'll
royalty.
be himself.
no, he'll be.
Yeah.
He'll
Hi,
be, Dr. Malcolm.
I am the king here. It's a pleasure.
Have you heard
to,
about
introduce
Chaos
you.
Theory?
Have you heard of Chaos? They'll add some dumb line.
Hold on to your butts. This is gonna be
That was Samuel Jackson,
I know, but it's
who is also in Avengers.
Oh, you just see like Tony Stark just be like as he's about to like punch down a big old robot, just say, "Hold on to your butts," and then you see Sam Jackson just go, "It's not funny."
That's not funny. Then there's
I
Black...
just realized there's a bunch of. I think they have Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I'm like, oh boy, I want.
Really?
Oh, in the
I
TV
believe
series.
so,
in the TV
yeah.
series.
Oh.
Aiden wants us to talk about Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I think it'll make me like Spider-Man
Really?
because I don't think it's an annoying character, but
I don't like how Spider-Man's getting younger.
I like that actually a lot because it's like Spider-Man was a teenager when he started.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you like that Aunt May is getting younger?
That I mean, there's
It's
logical
a fan
sense.
service, isn't it?
It's like, well, everyone knows
You know what
the
do you think-
classic
do you
old
think-
Aunt May.
do you
What
think-
if she was hot?
Do you think Andrew Garfield was not a good?
I thought he was a decent one, but
Do you think
Did
he
you see
looked
the
like a
alternate
teenager?
ending for Amazing Spider-Man 2?
what was it? They actually fight.
No, it was so different.
What did
Nostalgia
she live?
Critic talked about it.
What was the Spider?
No, she dies.
Oh,
Either way, she
that was
dies.
the Electric Man.
But he's standing in the graveyard 3 months after she died and it's
Alright.
snowing. They had that shot in the movie.
Mhm.
His dad comes back. And his dad's still alive.
What?
Oh, the British guy, the Lizard Man.
No, Spider-Man's dead.
Oh,
Wait, he comes back. What happens? Just
He says, we had to do that to protect you. And he has some real legit, well done acting where he's like, why did you lie? Why did you leave me? And
now
they didn't show the whole thing. And I was like, see, if they did that, I would have been a little curious
Yeah.
about like where they were going. But I think they did the whole movie and the editors were like, this really sucked. We probably shouldn't hint at a sequel. They're probably going to
you're
reboot
right.
it.
You're right. Yeah.
But I thought Andrew Garfield was okay. I mean,
He was better than.
he tried.
I
He was
think-
a
I
good
think-
Spider-Man.
I think he was better than.
Maybe not a good Peter
than,
Parker.
I agree with that.
I already forgot his
Toby
name. Toby Maguire.
Maguire.
See,
Toby
he was a
Maguire
good
was a
Peter
great
Parker.
Peter and an okay Spider-Man.
And Tom.
Not in 3.
Nothing
Not
about
in
3 is
3.
good.
Not in. I'm just gonna say Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire is not canon. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say that right there. It's not canon.
Even the J.K. Simmons stuff?
Yes. Yes.
Oh. I was going to say...
I'm
everything
sorry,
in
J.K.
that-
Simmons.
I'm
You are
all-
You know,
master of your.
the two Amazing Spider-Man movies are dumb because they're directed by a man named Mark Webb. Which is dumb. It was like Sony was like, so who should direct it?
Oh my God!
Oh my
Look at this guy's last name. Do it.
Do it! Is the last name
You
is
see
Webb.
Mark.
That's
you see,
funny.
You see Mark Webb's like, oh,
Get back
I mean-
here,
I mean-
Dan.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it.
to kill myself with.
Here,
there's a
here.
sword right over there.
We got a
Where's
knife.
the
No,
sword?
don't bring the sword.
Not the real sword. It's
Use
just a
my
plastic
knife.
one.
I'm looking for something.
There's a knife right there.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, there you go. He's good.
Ah!
I got you. I got you.
Oh, it's loaded.
I got you. Is this loaded?
Good.
Put the needle in it.
Thank you.
Release me.
No, they look like they have capable hands, and Iron Man is in it.
Easy, Dan.
Give me the gun.
I think.
Give me the gun.
There's many like it, but this is my own. Without.
I believe in Spider-Man that Iron Man will steal the show too.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Robert Downey Jr. and the woman who plays Aunt May actually used to date.
I know. I told you.
You told me that? I
Yeah.
thought I told you that.
No, I looked it up. I was like, "Who is this woman?" And she said, "Well, she's the next lover of Robert Downey Jr." I was like, "Well, that explains that scene
I'm just over here
where they're
like,
hitting on each other."
Tony's gonna be Peter's new dad.
Oh yeah. He's, and then he's gonna have to help his son fight Birdman.
Birdman. Who?
Oh God!
No,
that ain't-
Birdman is Michael Keaton.
That's
is the
great.
bad guy
Oh, boy.
in Spider-Man, who is
In Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's-
didn't know that.
I forgot about that.
I haven't
I'm
seen- I haven't
hoping
seen
that
it.
breaks the Marvel cliche villain trope, which we've had a hard time getting out of.
Actual bullet comes out and Drew actually dies.
No,
That'd be
no.
great.
Actual-
I want to die live.
I want to die.
No, actual bullet comes out and like destroys the window. He's like, that could have killed me. I was like, I know.
I shot it. I remember right before we started streaming, I had a wristband, and I
Yeah.
shot it towards Drew, and it goes. It
Neo dodge.
It like shaves the peach fuzz off the side of Drew's head.
It was so close. I heard it. I didn't see it, but I heard it. I just. Oh.
Amelia asks, "Can you explain why there isn't a lot of crossover between DC and Marvel?
Money.
Because they're competing companies.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
You don't want to
We don't want to get into that discussion again, do we?
you don't want to say the name of your
All right,
competitor.
wait, what?
They're not. They think they're competing.
Drew?
They're not.
Drew?
They are not competitors.
Drew?
If it was a competition,
Drew, they're
Marvel would have slaughtered DC by now.
I was
They're
gonna-
competitors.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Them by
Wait,
now.
wait.
They're competitors in the same way chess players are.
No, that makes no sense.
Yes.
What are you saying? No,
Yeah.
in a chess game, someone wins.
Okay.
No one
like-
wins in this. You both make money. You can coexist together.
Okay.
Wyatt makes a good point.
How about a debate where there's like no clear winners, but they both give like strong debates at some point?
If you're talking
I'm
about
talking to full companies.
a
Not,
competition,
but, like-
it would be between a 330-pound pro wrestler versus a baby that just
Vader.
came out of the womb. Then they threw him in a ring and said, "Fight."
Well, Wyatt brings up a good point that if this was a competition, DC would be long gone.
They
And
would
they're not.
they would be the blood smear on the ground.
DC is here to stay to make garbage for another decade,
Uh,
and the competing is not.
Like
DC, let me take over.
I'm
Yeah.
expecting Wonder Woman trash.
Also, will suck. I think it'll be one of their first box office flops.
I'm expecting Justice League.
Also, trash.
I probably trash, but I hope. I'm not gonna say hope anymore because that happened twice in a row. I'm gonna say.
What do you
it's
want to
gonna
say?
be
The
trash.
trailer looked good because we said that the last couple times.
Everyone's like, "Oh, it looks cool." I'm like, oh.
I thought Suicide Squad had the best trailer
"Yeah, it
ever.
was great." But
Dawn
then,
of Justice had the best trailer ever.
but then they said, but then as soon as they made the movie, we were like, "Oh, you wanted this? It's nothing,
Mhm.
nothing." Because
It's all
they
garbage.
reshot like 75% of the movie because there wasn't enough jokes.
And then they didn't put in jokes.
Then they did.
They
the-
tried and failed.
The closest joke they put in was the stupid very end. How long have you been able to see? My whole life.
But that wasn't intentional.
And it was not an intentional joke.
They thought
And
that
it was the
cool
best
or something.
joke they put in. It was the greatest joke. They thought, "Oh, you killed them, didn't you?" When that Diablo guy is talking about killing his kids. They thought that was a joke. I'm like, that's not a funny thing. A man killed his kids out of rage. That is not funny.
It's kind of funny.
If you like that kind of humor. It's
You
not
know,
my
your
kind of humor.
kid's just like, I want to get a new phone. So
I gotta write the DC movies bad.
No, you don't.
oh,
No, I could make it work, man. I could do it.
Dan, literally anyone except the people in
No,
charge
I
can
know
make it
I
work.
could do it though.
It's not that hard to write a good, Batman movie.
This is true.
I don't think it's that complicated. It's like, hey, look, a comic book. This one's good. Let's do that.
This
I mean, Marvel's got this down to a factory line.
is true.
Just to see Doctor Strange, Ant-Man 2, Thor 3.
Oh, Wasp! That's one we forgot, because she's
Wait.
probably going to be involved in
I
it.
don't know who that is.
Someone on Facebook.
Nope.
My God, what the? People on Tailosive Tech message me on Facebook all the time. Aha, I have the chat. That's just like a
Wow.
crossover between with Apple and Samsung.
Yeah,
Disagree.
that too.
Yeah, we don't
Disagree.
need that. But my point.
I know there was like a few rare moments where they actually did like a Marvel DC crossover, and it sounded really weird.
I wouldn't be in favor of it unless it was like the person who directed Godzilla.
Well, what was funny
Gareth
was,
Edwards.
like,
If you did a Justice League
Random
versus the
things
Avengers,
they brought up.
the Avengers would slaughter them. Well, I don't know. Superman's pretty
Superman's
strong.
pretty strong.
I don't know. Superman's pretty strong. I don't know.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, I think Superman is by far my favorite DC character.
Because
By far. Because
Like
he's
God.
a god.
He is God.
He is a god. And he would
Flash
Why-
versus
Sure,
Quicksilver.
just don't hit
He
it
would
with
wipe the
red
floor with-
sunbeams.
everyone.
No, he could just fly
he
through
would
planet
fly.
Earth.
He would fly to a planet that had like a blue star on it, and just slaughter everyone.
What about Kryptonite?
What about it?
Wouldn't Iron Man use Kryptonite because he's rich?
You probably can't make it in the Marvel universe.
They just wouldn't.
Fun fact: apparently, the Marvel sun to Superman is greasy.
Greasy?
Like there
What do
was
you
a
mean?
weird.
What do you mean?
Like he's covered in grease?
I don't know, but like there's some kind of crossover that happened with Marvel and DC, and the two universes went to each other, and Superman could tell the difference in the sunlight because Marvel's sun felt greasy to him.
I don't know how his son.
I don't know
greasy.
either, but it
With
just
the sun
it
rays?
perplexes me, and I want to know.
Like, did it make his skin oily?
I've never
I don't
thought the
understand.
sun as greasy. In any way, it's just hot.
That makes me wonder. It's like, all right, so alternate
The
universes.
sun is hot. everywhere.
How'd that feel?
hot.
Ah, the sun is greasy today.
Yeah.
It's not something I don't get it.
Okay.
What else is there?
Okay. Don't laugh.
Okay.
Who would win between Thor and Superman?
Well, Superman could pick up the hammer.
I'm
exactly.
going on Thor.
Superman could pick
What?
the hammer.
I'm thinking Thor would win.
Laser.
No. Yeah, really. Superman just.
He could move a planet.
Yeah, but
Thor can't.
And I think
I-
Superman is so good. Like he is such a like I only do the best for people.
Yeah.
That he could pick up the hammer. Just
yeah, that's fair.
not because of strength,
So
but
maybe
because
even-
he is worthy.
Maybe it's like a 50-50 battle.
That'd be funny if it was strength, though. Only those who are worthy could.
He's like, oh, it's heavier than I thought. Huh?
No, like he has it set down on a street, so Superman like digs out the street and lifts the whole street with the hammer on it.
Just a little tiny piece of.
I would
concrete
actually
and it's-
laugh really hard if he does that, but it's like physics doesn't want to work, so it just like
It
collapses
just
him
goes through the
and
street.
and crushes his hand. It's like, ah! Just like, I told you, man. Norse mythology.
Is there anyone else who could lift the hammer?
Captain America
Yeah.
moved it
A little bit.
because he.
Vision,
But no, like in canon.
Yeah, Vision just went here.
In
I
canon,
saw- I
though,
was like-
Captain America can lift the hammer.
Deadpool.
That'd be hilarious.
I think I've seen that comic before. There's like all the Avengers are trying to pick it up, and Deadpool's just like, "I'm worthy,"
Well, like,
and everyone's like, "No, what?"
let's see, what else is there?
Because that's not who you would think of. Because he's known as the
Yeah.
uncensored,
Deadpool's
most
got a lot of
unholy
stuff going
hero.
on that
Who?
you can't really.
Deadpool.
Oh yeah, he's
Like he
he's,
can pick it
he's
up.
he's very anti-politically correct.
I wonder
Which
if
I
Iron
like.
Fist could do it.
I like Iron Fist. Who is he?
He could,
Yeah.
you know,
right.
use his Iron Fist.
Who's Iron?
He's part of the Netflix Marvel shows.
He's like a martial artist, basically.
Have you
and
watched
he-
any more of that since our Danger?
I have. I'm
How is
enjoying it.
Good.
We get to see more of Madame Gao. She can be pretty damn menacing.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who that is.
Well, she's, I think,
Must be a memorable character.
um,
I'm ready for a Last Jedi trailer. I'm sorry. I keep bugging people
I
about
know,
it.
we
but
get it. You want your trailer.
I need.
Well, I mean, because
I want to see Luke talk. or
Rogue One that came out with the trailer within 8 months.
March of last year.
Yeah.
And the movie came out in December.
Mhm.
That was like a 9-month.
And Episode 8's coming out this December.
So now we're down to 8, and they still got nothing except a font. They changed the Star Wars color to red. They're like,
Death.
Difference.
yeah. What's the percentage of Luke dying?
Probably pretty high.
I don't know. No idea.
95, I'd say. I'd be very surprised if Luke makes it through.
Dies via who?
Kylo Ren. Or Snoke.
I say Phasma. Because she's gonna be in it. You know.
I think Phasma is gonna kill Luke Skywalker.
Like she's some like elite stormtrooper or something like that.
He's
You know?
gonna just shoot him.
Yeah, she's gonna like sneak
The
up behind
greatest Jedi.
She's gonna like sneak up behind him because Luke's getting old or something like that, and he's losing his touch, and she goes,
No, I'm guessing he's gonna do what Obi-Wan did and do the little,
"Ooh, that'd be smart."
and then he. That'd be smart.
No,
Is to just
that'd be
point the
smart.
lightsaber straight up, close your eyes, and eat.
You see,
just-
you see him go. It's like he touches his head. He's like, ah!
Power converters. No, my dad was complaining earlier. He's like, poor Luke never gets like a chance to shine.
Wait, he shined in Episode 6.
In 6, he like kills Vader, and then doesn't. No,
He chops off his hand.
Spoiler: he kills Vader. No, he chops off his fan. He wins in one fight, and then throws the saber down and says, "No, I won't defeat him."
He's like, "Because I'm your dad. Because you're my dad."
And then he loses in 5.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah.
He
Yeah,
only
arm
blows
cut
up
off
in
and
He,
then
he doesn't lose in Hoth, but he loses in.
I also want to point out in Empire, he jumps off that antenna thing. He had no clue
And he goes.
he was going to be okay.
And he goes
He
down.
literally just.
And he goes down.
committed
He
suicide.
goes down a space slide.
He didn't know that would work. He was just like, "Join me." No,
No.
I'm dead.
What a convenient space funnel
Like,
into a convenient space
you look
slide.
down. There's a planet there. You're not going to live. And he was just. I'm gonna die now. And then
Then his dad's like,
slip and slide.
slip,
Oh.
slip and slide.
I love that shot when Vader watches him
He goes-
fall because he goes like this.
Dang it.
It's the most disappointing dad
He
look.
seems to go, ooh,
Just like your mother.
ooh. Just dying on me like that. Just like your mother.
As soon as I ask you to join the dark side.
Just like your mother.
So my dad's like, Luke needs to do something cool. He never really got to. Like in 6, he
Maybe he
stood
will.
around.
Maybe that's how he's gonna go out doing something cool.
Maybe he'll do what you thought he was going to do in Episode 7. Just
Grab a lightsaber and fight off Kylo Ren.
then kill Phasma. Because she needs to die.
Yeah,
she
she's
needs
pointless.
to die. She's not interesting anymore.
She's not interesting. They're just trying to make another
Tarkin,
no, they're trying to make another bounty hunter.
Django.
Oh.
Django. It's just
Boba
why
Fett.
is he cool?
Boba Fett.
I don't know. He looks cool.
Yeah.
That's why Phasma's cool.
Boba
She
Fett.
looks cool.
I mean, he was cool when he was on screen, but
Oh,
Why?
his
did
character,
Why was he cool?
his armor looked cool. He didn't talk a lot.
He's mysterious, and that's
He's
it.
mysterious,
Exactly.
and he drove Slave 1, and he shot people for a living.
Phasma's not mysterious because we all know who's under
And
it.
he has flamethrowers and
Yeah.
jetpacks. And
No one knew who was
missile
under Boba
jetpack.
Fett's armor.
No.
Have you seen pictures of the guy who was underneath his
You
kit?
can look it up, but
It's
he's not
it's,
from Game of Thrones.
It's nothing that you thought it would be.
Yeah, it's
He's
just
some nerdy looking guy with
Please show
glasses.
me.
it's like the guy who plays Olaf. It's just like, hey, it's Boba Fett, guys, and I like warm hugs.
Oh God.
Rey is gonna be tempted by the dark side,
Yeah.
and she'll resist. And
I
then
hope she succumbs. Honestly.
that would be so good
Wouldn't it?
if they didn't make another Empire. What if the Last Jedi was actually Kylo Ren and not Rey?
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be
Because
unique?
she would have a lot of stuff to like be pissed about.
Yeah.
So it's like she's not gonna just. Huh.
It's just some
Wait.
dude.
Show me that again. Show me that again.
You're right. He looks like a Star Wars fan.
He looks like some kind of IT guy who hasn't had a date in 5 years.
I'll put a.
He got that weird looking alien.
I'll put a picture on the screen when I edit this, so you can see.
Thank you.
That is
'Cause
weird,
I'm
man.
a considered editor.
You are. No, I watched the 27. You did a good job. Like I like every reference.
I added the rainbow frog when I did the rainbow frog thing.
That took a long time.
What
That's what the title of the podcast was. This took a while.
This took a long day. This took a long time. And I added the transitions. It was just the transition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what weirded
I'll
me
do
the
it
hell
again,
out when I first saw it?
What?
You know what weirded me out when I first saw it? Jedi.
I would say E.T., but okay.
Because I was not aware of all the stuff that was added into special editions. To me, it was just a DVD of this movie. I was like, oh, cool. I'll finally get to watch it for the first time. Then I see Jabba's dance part. I was like, what the hell am I looking at?
Why did they have CG suddenly?
I was like, ah.
Oh, man. We saw it when they added that, and we thought it was so cool.
What'd you see?
The special edition.
Oh.
I was a baby. I didn't know anything. I
What
was
about
like,
the Christmas special?
ooh, look, they're singing.
What about the Christmas special?
You've never seen the Christmas special, and I'm okay with that.
Bad.
You've seen it?
I've seen parts of it.
I think with
I've seen enough.
It's not that good.
I think the fact that George Lucas feels personally ashamed of that should speak volumes to how much I want to.
He said I will go out and destroy every single copy of it.
And
then
the
Red Letter
channel
Media
that I'm advertising
did a fantastic job of
when they
portraying.
reviewed the holiday special, made copies of it and mailed them out to random people because George Lucas doesn't want it to.
Would you
exist.
like to talk about the Power Rangers movie?
I have not seen it. Good. We have not given.
Would you like to talk about what we know of the Power Rangers movie?
What do you know about it?
I don't know anything.
It's a Power Rangers movie.
I know of
belongs
the
to
Power
Saban.
Rangers series.
I know it was better than people thought it would be.
That's good.
And the review said it's a terrible movie that's really easy to love.
Yeah, it's like a.
And there's super obvious Krispy Kreme product placement where they literally like stare at the camera.
Dunkin' Donuts.
It's Krispy Kreme, and then when Nostalgia Critic reviewed it, he specifically bought Dunkin' Donuts because whenever he sees obvious product placement, he wants to go to the competitor. So
Just,
in order
Krispy Kreme.
in order to mess with, yeah. It was really funny in his review, actually. He's sitting there, he eats Dunkin' Donuts during the entire review, and he's like, "There's a certain sponsor in this movie. There's a certain product placement. Can you guess what it is?" Krispy Kreme. He's got the big logo and everything. He's got the box.
Red
He's
Letter
like,
Media when they start eating the chicken, the fried chicken.
"Oh, the Kentucky, yeah."
You have a Jay eating it. And then
It's like 13 minutes.
the mic just.
I love how
It made me
slow they
It
bite.
made me hungry too.
Oh, I mess with my people who watch vlogs. I was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna make you hungry now." And then I pointed at the McDonald's burger and I'm like, so crispy. And like literally Vito commented, he was like, "Dang it, I'm going to sleep. Now I need a burger." You idiot. And I was like,
Gotcha. Grant Hardy hates the Power Rangers.
I never watched them as a kid.
I remember watching a few of them, I think.
You're right. You're right. I did watch a few episodes when I was a young child.
They all, I think I tried it once and I was like, "This is super dumb."
You tried the Power Rangers once?
Power Rangers.
It's just a red, blue, yellow, green.
No, wait.
Oh,
Listen.
Yeah, that's what I go.
Yeah.
Go Power, just go Power
I like the
Rangers.
one Power Rangers theme song that Brian Tyler did.
Power Rangers. That one?
Brian Tyler.
You know who it is? That's Steven
He's the
Tyler's
composer of
Oh,
Call of
who's
Duty soundtracks. Did a cover of the Power Rangers theme song, which I thought sounded pretty cool. So I have that on my phone. But no, I was not interested in the movie because it's stupid. It's stupid. Apparently it's like 2 hours long and the Power Rangers don't show up until the last 15 minutes. And it looked really dumb based on one of the jokes.
Sorry. Go ahead.
It's also really dumb.
I personally love this movie.
I personally love this movie, which they don't get, but if you watch them, you do. But
I do not love the movie because I've not seen it. Go ahead.
you have
One joke.
No intentions on
The one joke.
ever watching it. I probably won't, ever.
Neither will I.
I can confidently say if it was on Netflix, I would rather watch Parks and Rec or The Office.
You're right.
Have you been watching Parks and Rec?
I have not lately. No.
Oh, okay.
We do
I
not
have.
have Netflix.
You want it? Would you like to?
I would like Netflix, but
You have Netflix, right, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah. How are you watching all these? Sorry, that was a stupid question. How many people can watch yours at a time? What kind of account?
I think it's like 3.
You should
3 or
let
4.
Wyatt have a profile on yours.
Yeah, it's not mine. It's my mom's.
You should let Wyatt on.
love what?
When
No, I can get a 30-day free trial. Just keep getting those.
just binge it. It's so good.
I went through 3.5 seasons in 2 days.
Dang.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
It's so good.
It's became one of my favorite TV series.
Oh man,
Period.
it's really close with me in The Office. With Office, I think having a
I
slight
haven't
edge.
watched enough Office to
It's-
like it as much
it's
as Parks and Rec. But
very
what I
good.
have seen, it looks very good.
It's the same people. It's like the same writers,
Yes.
crew.
It's filmed the same too. I think.
Yeah, mockumentary.
The-
And there's
Look at the camera every once in a while.
there's a couple jokes I think that they used
Similarities?
twice.
Yeah.
They did the newspaper headline joke. The headline right now reads, Dunder Mifflin is in a state of scandal, but because of the way they and they keep going, and that's the joke. Leslie does the same thing. I was like, hey, come on.
It's similar.
You're borrowing. Quit it.
Very similar.
They did,
I want to do a show like that of my work. It'd be really entertaining.
I think mockumentaries are the best. We need a third. Like, there's The Office, there's Parks and Rec. I need the next one.
We
There
need
hasn't
our
been a next one.
series trilogy of mockumentaries.
Yes, we need something else, which was interesting because the protagonist of The Office was a businessman who was awkward, and when they did Parks and Rec, they wanted to make a government woman.
Government run facility.
I think that mockumentary idea was so genius because it's so natural to understand what someone's thinking with those little aside things. I don't know who thought of that, but they need to be making more.
Yeah.
Whoever they are. I've seen every episode of Parks and Rec and The Office at least 4 times.
And not Iron Fist.
And not a single episode of Iron Fist because I know I'm going to watch that and it's going to be full of dark alleyways, full of people punching each other.
Not a lot
Just
of
like-
alleyways, actually.
Okay. Dark rooms.
I mean, dark, yeah.
Dark areas.
Dark spots of Earth where
will
they
say
punch
this.
each other.
I think it's the more lighthearted of the 4 so far.
Really?
I think so.
Well, I guess that's not saying much.
Well, I mean, Danny's a Buddhist. The guy who plays Iron Fist is
Yes.
like, he's, you know.
I
He's a
learned that
peaceful
from
guy,
the
like,
trailer.
The
That's
man
fair.
of peace. The religion of peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was about to mention he's not a good Buddhist because
He's-
that's all about.
He's punched a lot of men with his iron fist for
Yeah.
being a Buddhist.
See, I was confused. I thought Iron Fist would be about Tony Stark's hand.
Really?
Yeah, because it's iron.
Technically, it's not iron. It's
Just
like
the show starts and it's just. Tony Stark just goes,
That's the end of the podcast! No, I'm joking.
"Are you hungry?"
Huh? No, your pun was so bad I wanted to kill the podcast.
Dan just runs and
Just-
grabs the phone. No, 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 no. We were going to talk about why Zaner's not here. Because
why
me
is
and
he
Wyatt
not here?
learned some worse news.
He's doing bad in school.
Yes, I knew this.
He's doing
How bad?
He's doing worse in school than you thought.
than we thought.
A
Okay,
lot
Dan,
worse.
what do you know? Tell us what you know.
You told me he had 2 Fs.
It's
It's since doubled.
God!
doubled and then some.
4 Fs,
High school's not difficult to pass.
especially senior year.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the easy one.
Senior year is like the 3 feet gimme of academics.
It's supposed to be junior years. That's the hard one. Sophomore year's pretty tough. Then there's freshman year. That's like getting warmed up. Senior year is basically showing up.
yeah.
And
You got everything solved at that point.
everything's.
It's minimum effort.
You have
really.
the life hacks!
I was giving.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! I was giving.
Oh yeah!
Just do
Good.
it.
You said it 4 times. I was giving school.
4 years for 4 freaking times.
Yes.
Blah.
I was
Backwards.
giving school the least amount of attention senior year, and I graduated no problem. I don't understand what you have to do to get. If he was here,
Not
we
sure.
could have this debate, but he's not. But he was complaining to me while texting. He was like, "Whoa, they're making me have Saturday school. That sucks." And I was like, "Why?" And they were
Well,
like,
you wouldn't have Saturday
"I
school.
had 13 tardies."
Why?
And I was like, "Okay, dude, I hate school like a lot, but I'm not on your side of this one. 13 tardies?" And he's like, "That's not that much, Nick. It's 20, and it's just 1 to 2 minutes 13 times out of the
I
whole
don't
year."
care.
I'm like, "No."
I don't, it's just I don't care.
It's like, no, that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
They give you 6 minutes in between class. That's a lot.
And the campus is not even close to as big as Butte or anything like that.
Exactly.
No, he tried to use the argument that like my classes are on opposite ends of the school. I'm like, they time it.
It's not
Dude.
going to take you 6 minutes to
No.
to go
I had
300 yards.
They say that at orientation.
okay.
When you go to LP, they're like, we timed it. We can use a slow walker, someone going slowly, can go from end to end in 5.
I distinctly remember having in my junior year
Uh-huh.
an art class almost near opposite end of the school.
Yeah.
My last class was English across the freaking street by the ag
I
department.
know what you mean.
3 minutes at
Yeah.
max.
No, I mean, the point of the time in between classes is you're not supposed to be dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
You should get up, walk straight there, and then sit down.
They're
you
gonna
sh-
call you Lieutenant Dan because you ain't got a leg to stand on.
You shouldn't be like going elsewhere or like going
That dude
to the hallways or whatever. Like, if you have time and you can get there in 6 minutes, I get it. But if you don't, then definitely don't. Because, like, I asked Wyatt today while we were streaming. I was like, I'm curious. How many tardies did you get in your high school
None.
year? Me either. I had absolutely 0 tardies, never once. I ditched all the time, but I was never No, I'm kidding. That's just I didn't like school or care about it in the slightest. If you watch the early podcasts on here, you know that. And I cared and hated it so much. I cared so little that I knew if I didn't show up, they were going to take away a Saturday, which is even worse. And now that's what they're doing to him.
Yeah.
So it's like you're doing so
It's
bad.
a punishment
They're gonna make
for
you
a
stay.
reason.
Yeah. I was like,
The high school doesn't want you to fail. You know, the high
No.
school wants you to get out of there.
exactly.
They don't. They hate you wasting their time as much as you hate them wasting yours.
Yeah, in freshman year, I used to try to like reason with the teachers. I was like, when are we gonna use this? You know, this isn't applicable information. By sophomore year, I was like, these teachers are just doing their jobs.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
get to decide the curriculum. So I was like, I'm not gonna argue with them. They're like, because this is important and you need to learn this. And I'd be like, okay, yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Bidline.
Yeah, okay.
In my head, I'm like, no, it's not. But I understand you have to say that. And it's frustrating when students like me try to argue with you about that. So I'm not going to be a nuisance.
So it's all a wash.
That's the thing about school. There's actually no one who wants to be there.
Huh.
Isn't that kind of interesting?
I know. I don't want to be a Butte anymore.
Like, teachers don't like it. Because they have to deal with stupid kids all day.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I have to deal with stupid kids all day.
I couldn't stand it because just people are freaking idiots.
Like, you have to deal with stupid people all day. There's a trend there.
There is a trend.
It's almost as if it should be there. We should.
It's almost
delete-
as if high school is complete BS.
a little bit. I wish we could move college down, and
That used to be the case.
have a.
Then federal education.
I feel like we've learned everything because I understand that there's knowledge that everyone should know just
Yeah.
to be a citizen.
History.
Some basic understanding of English, math, and history. Like, I get that. We want people to know about World War II, and
Yeah.
American history, and other parts of the world, what
Good old-
happened.
Good old
Yeah.
manifest destiny.
Some basic life science and physical science. Everyone, whether or not you're using it,
Like what goes on in here, that's all.
you should know the basics.
Yeah.
I think you've learned the basics in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I think you could not go to high school and still have a pretty good basis of how the world works.
Maybe.
Depending on how well you did in middle school, I think.
Well, yeah, but that's also like how well you did in high school.
Yeah.
If you ignored everything in high school, you'd have the same problem. I just wish we didn't keep people locked into that system 4 years after the 8th grade. It was like, I think high school to me, when we got there, we started studying things that I was like, yeah, these aren't the basics. These are the complex, intricate little things that we're all going to forget.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's your profession,
Yeah.
which if you haven't decided your profession by then, you better get going on it.
You're gonna have an existential crisis.
It's like, because you're gonna end up spending a lot of money trying to figure it out, which is not good. But it's on you. So anyway, literally, like, the first 5 Talks podcasts were nothing but school rants, mostly by me.
I mean, the very first one was about radios, but whatever.
Vlog, not podcast.
Okay, podcast.
But yeah, there was a lot of vlogs I hated about school too. It's hard to imagine now though, because I've been out of it for so long. My girlfriend is moving into her own apartment right now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. How?
So she found a good deal that I thought was a little sketchy, but she reassured me on a couple things, and now I'm okay with it. She was looking for a place to live because her dad was leaving, and she wanted a place of her own anyway. She found like this hiker's hostel.
Like a cabin?
Oh, it's like a full on big house.
Yeah.
But it's like a hostel is like a cheap hotel. Like you go there for a night or two, and it's real cheap, and you share the rooms sometimes with a few people. She works there, as in you clean and cook, and you get free housing. But it's only for a month, which she plans to come back afterwards. So she'll be here and likely on Tailosive stuff by summer. That's the plan. It could change.
Muffins!
I won't say it's for sure until tickets have been bought.
The
But
little muffins are getting baked.
the muffin?
The Muffin Man!
He lives on Drury Lane!
The one that lives in Drury Lane?
Just tying back to Shrek stuff.
Wow.
Do you know?
So
Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
I'm sorry, Wyatt. You were getting so straight-faced and quiet. I thought something was wrong, and you were like, Drew. I
No,
need to
no,
go."
I'm happy.
And then-
I'm happy that all things happening.
And then you stare at me.
The Muffin Man! The Muffin Man!
All right, let us get food. Yep.
Okay, thank you guys for watching.
Yep.
Hope that wasn't too hard to edit, Wyatt.
No, that was a lot easier than the last one, probably. Probably.
That'll be the title.
It's a big old probably.
This was not as hard to edit.
Not as hard to make.
That'll be every title after 27. This was not as hard to edit.
Not as hard as 27. Still not as hard as 27.
See, like, I have to name them when I publish them, but I don't remember what they're about. So in 27,
So would you like me to?
I was like,
Would you like me to title them or give
Sure.
give an example title? Or
just
something?
leave them private, but yeah, you can write a
yeah, I can
topic.
do it.
What would this one be?
Shrek and Beyond. I don't know. Shrek and Marvel. I don't know.
Start
I guess Drew wants... Not Drew. Aiden wants you to give him a shout-out on your channel. Ah! There you go.
Oh, my tech channel? I don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, little newsflash shout-outs, they don't work.
Nope.
People watching a YouTube channel want to watch them. They don't want to watch who they're shouting
I
out.
don't know. Cinnamon Toast Ken got pretty popular from PewDiePie. That's a lot.
Yeah, from PewDiePie.
That's
Well, that's when PewDiePie had like a million.
I am Tailosive Tech. That's like...
Yeah.
Not even on the same level.
Yeah. All right.
So if you tell 50 million people a name...
Well, it wasn't 50 million. That was like 1 at that time.
Really?
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
okay. I'm gonna go pee.
All right.
Okay.
I can't contain it
Thank you
anymore.
guys for watching. Now we can talk about Dan.
All right.
So,
So
you can
that guy.
leave.
Go ahead.
Go pee. Dan just ran into an air mattress and then apologized because he is Dan.
Because he's Dan.
The movie
What an
Dan.
idiot. That guy. He's.
Doesn't even know what a MSC driver Nvidia card
Oh, what is it? It was a.
Oh, I don't know. Why do they ask questions like
He doesn't.
that?
Even, he doesn't even know what a Nvidia MSC drivers on a 1080 Mac. Yeah. What a
I mean, neither do either of us,
I
but
have no idea what MSC
yeah, I
stands
have no
for.
clue what Daniel was asking.
Yeah.
That's what, like, all the tech questions were that. And I was
Yeah.
like,
It's like, I don't know.
you know, there was,
Have Ross over. Maybe he might know.
maybe, but he would probably say something like, whatever.
He's like, yeah. It's,
I don't edit 8K at 60 videos,
he's like, yeah,
so I
it's,
don't
it's
care.
good for, this.
Like,
random-
everyone was getting really hyped about iOS 10.3. 10.3, that was the big one because they're changing, like, coding scripts.
Yeah.
Like, different languages now, which is supposed to make the phone faster, and storage will free up. You'll get a bunch of free storage. So all on everything Apple Pro and all on different news sites, they were like 10.3. It's going to change everything. When is 10.3 going
11.
live? I was getting They go to 10.4. All the comments were like,
It's
when
worse.
are you getting 10.3? And I had the beta. I already had 10.3. I was like, I don't care. And everyone was like, do a video on 10.3. Okay, 10.3 comes out. It gives everyone 2 gigs of extra storage. And everyone did the speed tests. Is it faster now? Oh, it isn't. It's exactly the same.
As soon as Dan walks in, just be silent. Just don't say anything.
And they hyped it up for a month.
The cameras are still on, aren't they? What's up?
We already ended, don't worry.
Don't curse.
I
Now you-
know.
now-
I see.
no.
I can see the.
Did you want him to?
I
Well,
can see
if
the
he-
little
if
red
he
light.
Did, I would have took it out.
Not on the live stream.
It's a live stream. It's not gonna. It's gonna be there. Okay. never
Yeah,
mind.
it's like that. We
Well,
could.
I know
God
you-
dang it. All right.
I knew you weren't getting up when I left, and I was like, wait a second.
Whatever.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
That was the longest goodbye.